Hello everybody and welcome to Stargrinding with Remblob. I am gay as hell. Okay, I clickbaited you a little bit. It's just better. It just sounds better. And it's funnier in my opinion to just have I'm gay as the title. But that's not entirely true. It would be more accurate to say that I'm half gay. This is my coming out episode. Very exciting. If you're a star grinding head, you might know that in a previous episode I alluded to something serious that wasn't like bad or anything, but it was like huge. And yeah, this is it. I've been actually wanting to make this episode for a long time. Actually, ever since like last summer, honestly, because like June, you know, I did want to make this. I did want to make this episode in June for Pride Month, but honestly, I didn't feel like I was ready yet. But yeah, here I am. I like. Dude, I waited till I was like confident enough to just like outwardly say it, like at like frame one, but it's and like the mental barriers are still there. I've come a long way though, in what will be like, I don't know if it's gonna be this entire episode. I do have some other stuff to talk about, like driving anecdotes and stuff, but if it is, this episode is going to be fully dedicated to that. Hold on, I just had to suck down some cum there. I'm sorry. Dude, I can make these jokes now. I can outwardly make these jokes now. Cause I've always thought it was just really funny to like be mad at something and be like, this is so fucking gay, bro. It's just so stupid. And now I can say that without being problematic. Let's go. But yeah. It feels good. It really does feel good to say this in like a public setting, because so far literally only two other people, before of course just now, I've actually told. And those two people are my parents, actually. I still need to, because like my parents are goated. They'll accept me. I know it. I'm like 99.9 repeated percent sure that they will. It's just like hard. It's like we're sitting at dinner, we're watching Jeopardy, and I'm like, hey guys, I'm gay as hell. Like I don't know. I feel like that's not, I don't want to do it like that. But like at the same time, even though like I'm making a whole like big deal out of it by dedicating like almost an entire episode to this, it doesn't really matter, you know what I mean? It really doesn't matter. Like, and if it does, then I don't know what to say. I guess you're like not as good of a friend as I thought you were. How about that, huh? But yeah, it feels good. Cause dude, I've come along. Actually, no, I lied. 3 people now. 3 people knew before this. I forgot about one person. But yeah, dude, the first time, cause like the first time I came out, cause I had known, I've known I've been bisexual for like since I was like 15, 16. So like I've known for a long time. I've known since before I met like everybody, every one of my like streaming friends. So yeah, I've known a very long time, but I just never really felt ready. But like an opportunity like presented itself, and just like a conversation. I don't really want to get into it because it's like it's personal stuff, but an opportunity presented itself, and dude, I remember because I first came out to somebody March, I think. So March of this year, which is yeah, it was pretty soon, but yeah, when I did this, like it wasn't like an anxiety, like a panic attack or anything, but it was actually like honestly probably one of the scariest mental experiences I've ever had. I can't actually, that doesn't really make any sense. How can something be scary physically versus like mentally? But it's like the most mentally tough thing that I've done in a while, if not ever, because my ass was shaking so much after I told them. What? Dude, how am I supposed to pass this? Like I had like the whole like adrenaline was the adrenaline was pumping. But like it was nice. It was nice to actually finally tell somebody. And then in subsequent like months I told 2 more people, and it got so much easier. Cause like the second person, it was the same kind of like setting where it was like a serious conversation, and then like the topic just came up, but I had a lot easier time like pr- mentally preparing myself. And then the third person was literally just over Discord, because I found out that uh contrary to my beliefs, someone that I knew in college was also bi, and I just told them over Discord because I was like I did it kind of like awkwardly, but it was fine. It was a fine interaction. I just said, I was just like, hey, can I ask you a personal question out of nowhere? Are you bi? And then he said yes. And then I was like, hey, you and me both, brother. And that was it. Like, it's gotten easier and easier. And now I've gotten to the point, after thinking about it for a while, to just like confidently say it. out loud, and especially because of like my recent self-respect arc that I talked about in the previous episode. Like I want to do this. If anybody gives you shit for it, then like block them and like never talk to them again. It's actually pretty simple, you know? So yeah, that's been good. I do want to tell my parents before I leave for college again. And it might have to be the like, hey, can I tell you guys something? like like that. Which I don't want it to be, but like if it is, then oh well. Like I don't really have that much more time left. I have like 2.5 weeks probably until I fly back. And what the hell? But yeah. I don't know I don't know how to where to take this from here. There's a lot of stuff, but I don't know how to smoothly go into it. I guess I can start from the beginning, which this is actually like the most embarrassing part of this whole thing is how I discovered how I learned a bit more about myself. This is actually like really embarrassing. It's like it's but like I mean, I'm sure everybody to an extent, like you tell them how, like if you ask someone how they found out they were gay/bi, the reason is going to be kind of silly. And like I mean that in the most loving way I can, but I'm stalling. I'm gonna be honest, I'm stalling. So if you're familiar with my anime, if you're familiar with my anime journey, you might know that I was at one point a really huge fan of this little show called My Hero Academia. Oh man, dude. It's, let's just say that I liked Todoroki a little too much. Oh man. And then yeah. From there it was like a bunch of like, hold on, what the hell's going on? Like questioning stuff and like, am I really gay? Because like actually what's kind of funny is I thought I was gay at first because I started being sexually attracted to male, at least at this point, characters before like female characters. But now I would probably say, because like when you're bi, it's like a spectrum. You can be like either more straight or more gay. I think, and maybe you're just like completely in the middle, like 50-50. I would say I'm probably like a 70 it's like a 70-30 situation in favor of women, but I mean sometimes it's like the hot anime boys, they do exist. And I know I'm talking about only anime now. I've had gay crushes before, so it's not like it's not like the anime thing where you're like, oh, I'm bisexual. Oh, how do you know? I think about fucking male characters in anime. It's not like that. It's not just like that. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be honest. I'm not like I don't like have like the full adrenaline reaction, but like I do. The heart rate's a little higher than normal still. It's I mean the fact that I have to make that I feel not really the need, but I do want to make this like genuinely, but it's not really. How do I say this? It's not really a. Dude, I'm gonna be honest, I completely lost track of what I was saying. Let's back up. Fucking Todoroki from My Hero Academia, and then the split of attraction. I don't know, I lost it. I'm gonna be completely honest. My mind's going like really fast, and like it's still a little bit nerve-wracking recording this video right now, but honestly, I feel I'm a lot more confident now than I was about my sexuality. But yeah, the nerves are still there. We've progressed a lot as like a society towards accepting this kind of stuff. But there's still definitely like people like this homophobia is still like a thing that is widespread. I would still say it's pretty widespread, but at least in the like areas that I live and the like internet communities that I'm a part of are a lot more accepting. But even though you know that your friends and your family are going to accept you, it's still hard. I'm not sure why, but it just is. Maybe there is still like a little bit of a fear of rejection, even though you're like 99% sure that it'll be fine. I don't know. I hope we can get to a time where like being gay, like being in the LGBT uh, community in general, not necessarily being a part of the community, but like being one of the letters, you know what I mean, is accepted widely as normal. And it can be like as trivial of an aspect of you as like what your favorite kind of cake is, you know. And I didn't mean it like that. I just used I just used the first example that came to mind. Okay, I did not mean it like that. I meant the food. But yeah, I just hope for a time where you can just say, hey, I'm gay, or hey, I think I'm actually like a woman, or something like that, without fear of being judged at all. And I think we're like slowly making progress towards that. It's just like all the like old ass people in like the government have to die off first, but like people say that the internet's made everybody like a worse person. Nah, it's debatable, but I cho- I'm I choose to have faith in humanity personally. I think we are. It's a bumpy road of a bunch of ups and downs, but I do think that it's it's generally trending towards the better. And you can choose to be pessimistic also and say that we're declining. It is debatable for sure, but I choose to think positively. Um, now I guess speaking of wider society, we can get into more slightly controversial topics. That honestly, I don't know if like everyone will agree with me. Cause, for example, I think Pride Month is fucking stupid and I hate it. That's an exaggeration. Let me explain myself. I don't think I'm a big advocate of being normalized. And while it is important to it I need to be really careful here. While it is important to have it become more normalized, and Pride Month could be like a thing that does, but also it's created a lot of like corporate lameness. And if you enjoy Pride Month and you think it empowers you, I have no qualms with you. I don't have any problem with you. It's just that I think that it kind of encourages like people that aren't gay to like act all like friendly, and then once July, it's literally the meme. Like once July 1st hits, it's like, oh fuck all the gay people. Not in that way. Ew, what are you talking about, man? But you know what I mean. This might be unbased. I'm fully aware that this could be unbased, but just like when I used to get, I have YouTube Premium now. When I used to get like ads during Pride Month, and it's like, oh, celebrate Pride Month with like a TikTok short or something. I don't have any problem with the people making them, but the fact that it's like, oh, it's kind of dude, we're getting dangerous here. It's not really. Like I don't think I'm being too controversial with my opinions right now, but it's just like bringing all of these aspects that could cause a problem if talked about in an irresponsible way. But hold on. It's kind of like Black History Month. It's like, you ever see the clip of Morgan Freeman being interviewed about Black History Month? And he's like, I think it's fucking stupid. Every month should be Black History Month because Black history is American history. That's kind of how I feel about Pride Month. Because, like, for it to be restricted to only a month is just like I don't know. It's just like, treat me like a human because I am one. You know what I mean? I don't want to be special. That I think, yeah, that's like the best way of like concluding my opinions about Pride Month that I've said so far. I don't want, well, I want to be special because I'm like a good person or whatever. But like, I don't want to be special just because of what I was born with. You know what I mean? Whether it be the color of my skin or which hole I want to fuck. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But it's true. It's literally true. And like, if you think that Pride Month is cool, and like the fact that even if it is only a month, that we do have a month to like be able to express ourselves without judgment, even though it should be all year. I think like go ahead. You go, girl. Like literally. I just wish for something more. Which, can you really blame me? And I also, this is probably actually more of a problematic take. I fucking hate the gay voice, the stereotypical gay voice. I think it's so annoying, and that's more of an issue with me than an issue with society. Like, if you think that voice suits you and you like it, then more power to you. I'm the one with the problem, to be completely honest with you. But if you use it to perpetuate a stereotype, and you use and it's part of like your brand, because your whole personality is being homosexual, then I kindly ask you to fuck off. But I have seen some YouTube channels where it's like, I'm not even gonna do an impression. It's even even though I am bisexual, I feel like it'll still be offensive. But yeah, that's like basically all the potentially spicy stuff out of the way. But anyway, I can say the F slur now. No, I'm not. I know I can, technically, I guess. But like it's just I've never used it. And it's like I don't feel comfortable. One of like a podcast that I listened to had a great bit where it's like, if you're gay, you can say it, but if you're bi, you can say it, but only once every fiscal quarter. I just really like the idea of like, oh, it's been a quarter, I can use it once now. Oh my god. But yeah. And about, I guess I can talk about like gay jokes, because if now that you know I'm actually gay, it might be like uncomfortable to make jokes about it. I don't care. I don't care. You can say it. I can say like, hey, have you watched? I've seen like 50 episodes of Skibbity Toilet, and they're like, that's gay as hell, bro. What the hell are you doing? Like that's just really funny. Yeah, I think, is that all? That might be all. If I remember something, it'll come up. Actually, I've just remembered something. And dude, it fucking having god damn it. Having crushes fucking sucks, dude. It fucking sucks, dude. It's like, if you're like, especially as like, even like even if you're like straight, even if you're straight as a concrete slab, you can probably relate. But it's just that extra aspect of like, you're like, yeah, okay, I might be interested in this person, and then like in just casual conversation they hit you with the "I'm not gay but," and you're like, ah, dude, no. But it's just how it be sometimes. I'm sure. I'm not sure, actually. I'm not sure that I'll find someone, whether whatever gender they are. Actually, here's something that's like interesting about my situation right now. Right now I'd say I identify as bisexual, but I just like there's a chance that I just haven't met the right person. I might be pan. I don't. I am not sure yet. I don't know if I've met enough people yet. For now, I'm still just sticking to men and women, but like I don't know, maybe I'm just like attracted to everybody. Or I have the potential to be attracted to everybody. Cuz it's a little bit of a, again, getting into like controversy. It is a little bit like within the LGBT like Q community. It's kind of like saying you're bi, like instead of pan, is like, oh, so you're not even gonna give, it's the like saying, it's like, dude, I'm not aware enough about this stuff, but is it would it be transphobic to like spread hate towards, or not that I do, but it's just like a thing I'm wondering, is it transphobic to hate on a non-binary person? I think, yeah, because like I guess so, because they transition from like what they're born as to non-binary, so I guess it would be. So like it's the thing of you're not even gonna give the other genders a chance at all. And like I'm gonna give them a chance. I just haven't found a person for that yet. I can do this a little, but yeah, I've also gone on a little mini journey of like questioning my gender as well. And for now, I'm still a guy. But like there was a time when I thought that, okay, maybe I could be non-binary. Because it's like this there's like a website for like about like all about like gender dysphoria and how people how you know if you're trans or not. And I've read through it, and it's like there's some stuff, because it what made me like question myself is there was this thread on Twitter about what gender dysphoria can manifest as, and some of the stuff I immensely related to, like not caring about how you look really, in terms of like just like how like your hair, or maybe like what clothes you wear, like not caring about that can be an aspect of gender dysphoria. Or like being ashamed when, or like extremely self-conscious when you change clothes in like a locker room. It's like I've related to some of the stuff in that thread, and that made me like, okay, hold on. It's, what if I am non-binary? You know what I mean? Or maybe I'm like gender fluid or something. I don't know. But yeah, for now, I'm still male. I still go by he him pronouns. And dude, all that's gonna say, it's just really confusing. Gender and sexuality be like the, what a dynamic duo that is. What a dynamic duo that is. I gotta concentrate. Oh, I didn't do it. I didn't practice this again. Let's see. I think that's actually it now. Maybe. I guess another thing that I hate about anime specifically is that, dude, yaoi fucking sucks ass, and not it literally and figuratively. It's so bad. It's so like sexual in every way. So like, I guess I've heard like some movies, there are some like movies that do it, that do like a queer relationship well. And I mean, anime does it well, I guess, but that's with Yuri. there's a few good ones. It's also really sexual though. Because of course. But yeah, I've like, when if I start like watching movies daily again, maybe I'll go into some gay stuff. Let's go. Okay. Surely I'll be able to do this level now. I've heard that there's like some like ambiguously yaoi stuff that's kind of good, but, and maybe I'll give those a shot, but I don't know. Because like when you think yaoi, you think like sex, you know what I mean? You think of the hentai. It's not just Because with Yuri, you also think that a little bit, but you also think like, oh, there's some like genuinely good Yuri romance. Like Bloom Into You is probably my favorite romance anime, and it's a Yuri. I need to read that, by the way. But yeah, I just like, yeah. And you know what? I'm using the anime topic to segue out of the gay talk. Land of the Lustrous is so fucking good, bro. It's so good. Like, I just rewatched Land of the Lustrous for a third time. In with the anime group, and Tomber dans la nuit. I'm sorry, I had to say that. It's so good, like the the animation is just like, oh my god, it's so good, and like the opening is actually up there with my favorite anime openings, and the ED too. I didn't get to really experience it again because the anime group is a ED skipper, but it's damn it. It's also like a really good song. It's so good. Like, it's so good, bro. Because I also just finished the manga like on Friday, right before going into like rewatch it for a third time, and dude, the manga is insane. It gets insane. It's not quite finished yet, but it's almost done. It's in its like final arc. It has like it's up there, like tied and maybe even surpasses Made in Abyss as like my favorite world in anime. It's such an interesting world, and like the stuff that gets explored is just insane. I can't say anything, but it's insane. It's just insane. Favorite manga, at least right now, of the 5 that I've read, it's my favorite. Maybe if I get manga pilled, I'll like read a bunch of the stuff like Berserk and Blame and Vagabond, and like I don't know, Blame, Vagabond, and Berserk basically. Maybe I might read Vinland Saga, honestly. It's really good, but it's also a thing where it's like I don't know if I want to wait for the anime or not. That's kind of a thing that I'm kind of stuck on. But oh, I saw this level on Nexus's channel. But yeah, dude, anime is like kind of good, but also I will have time to watch anime probably, even amidst my very busy content creators content creator schedule. But dude, Terraria is just so good. Like, oh no. Hello, like, is this low detail? It's not. We can only hope. Yeah. It's, dude. I might get anime pilled again, to be honest. I don't know if I will yet, because I still want to play like Terraria and Isaac a lot. But like, if I beat Terraria, I don't know. I still don't really know how close I am. I'm not playing this to beating it. But if I am close, kind of close, if I finish it this summer, I might get anime pilled, because then I'll have like nothing to do. But I also like have ideas for like after the Terraria playthrough finishes, like trying like the Calamity mod, for example, or like trying like a fisherman playthrough, which is a totally original idea that I just thought of right now. Totally. There's just like, there's still a lot to do. I want to eventually get all achievements in Terraria as well. Yeah, and then there's also Isaac. And then maybe Crosscode. I'm still thinking about how I want to do the Crosscode series. If I do make one, if I do start one. Dude, that's so confusing. There's just so much stuff I want to do still. And I'm also like driving and stuff too, so that'll take up some of my time as well. But I'm getting better. Dude, I need to take a break. I'm like about to take an explosive diarrhea pill, so I'll pause the recording real quick. Hello, I'm back. What was I talking about? I actually just don't remember. So if you're really invested in the thought that I was producing, I'm sorry. I don't know, man. Oh yeah, you know what I was talking about? I was talking about driving. Dude, I actually had a great day of driving today. I drove really well today. I parallel parked. Actually good. I actually was able to parallel park. But yeah, I wouldn't say like I'm really a good driver yet. I'm getting there. I'm definitely getting there. I'm getting more confident in like changing lanes and like giving like going on the freeway. Like I'm getting better every day. But like I still wouldn't call myself a good driver. I'm still better than I would say maybe like 20% of the of drivers that I see out in the street. It's insane. It's like I I never really understood road rage because obviously, but like and most of the time I'm just like, dude, what the hell are you doing, bro? And I don't really get mad, but I understand other people's rage now because it's just like there are like so many people that just like made a mistake and didn't know what they were doing and weren't looking where they were going. And yeah, it's actually insane. I'm still learning how to drive, and I'm better than like a sizable amount of people in the city. It's crazy, dude. Most of the time it's just funny because to like I like point and laugh. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? You're like in the middle of an intersection. You're stopped in the middle of an intersection. What are you doing? It does get kind of annoying when it's like a specific example of something that happened is like I was at an intersection, I was at a red light, and then somebody on the opposite like lane of the road coming like towards me had their signal on to turn. It'd be left, so left for them. So I'm at the intersection. I start going because when the light turns green because I have the right of way, but then they also start going. And then I'm like, okay, what are you doing? And then all of a sudden they turn their blinker onto the other side and then they turn right. I'm like, what are you doing, bro? It's so good. And like, yeah, I understand where the anger comes from, especially because one like really bad mistake from somebody could like seriously injure you. So I definitely understand where the anger comes from. But for now it's just funny. And yeah, I completely empathize with people that have road rage. Unless the people with road rage are in the wrong. Because then otherwise it's like, bruh. But like, there's also a lot of people that just like drive aggressively that I'm noticing. Because I need to work on this still. I'm still like very passive. Like if I don't know what to do, I'll just like let people pass me and like all that stuff, which is not good to do because it like creates traffic and everything. But oh no. I unplugged my headphones. Is everything okay? I think everything's okay. If you can't hear the game, I'm sorry. But yeah, it's just like a lot of people that are like, I won't call them assholes, but like people that are like aggressive. And it's just like, that's more what annoys me. Dude, but I am getting better. I had a really great day of driving today, actually. Still made a few mistakes, but I'm also still learning. So I think if I'm able to get a test, I think I will be able to pass in time. I think like there's still some stuff I need to get better at, like parking. Honestly, at this point, because like with parallel parking, I watched a video and there's actually like nice visual cues that you can have. I think I talked about this already, but yeah, there's nice visual cues that you can have. It's still hard to execute, but like when you're just backing into a stall or you're like driving into a stall, like you just have to use your mirrors and everything, and I'm still not that good at that yet. But yeah, I'm getting pretty good. Like I can maintaining the speed limit and like braking and stuff and turning. I'm getting a lot better. So, and it just felt, I just had a really great day of driving today. So made me feel good about myself. Driving's still kind of terrifying, but I understand why people think it's fun. And I also understand why people hate it. But yeah, it's fun. I'm having fun with it. What? You know what? I've completely run out of things to talk about, man. Once I finish this, I think I'm gonna call it. Because my mind has run dry. I've expelled all of the thoughts, the brain juices. Oh my god, dude. This was kind of hard. That's basically all my thoughts right now. Dude, what? What happened? Oh my god, I hate this game. I want to quit it forever. Oh yeah, I guess this is episode 49. So I hope you're looking forward to the 50 episode special. I think it'll be interesting. It might also be really boring because I might just have like long spaces in between what I'm talking about, but let's go. Dude, I forgot what to do. Bad transitions, dude. Ah, ah. Bum, bum, bum. Drew fire. I want to beat this already so I can end the episode, dude. This is gonna be just silence. It's like not entertaining at all. Bad bye, 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 bye. Bye. Fuck that level, dude. Actually so annoying. Yeah, bye. I don't care. I don't I care less about grinding stars and care more about creating good content. So you know what? Fuck that level. I didn't want to beat it anyway. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the big Remblob fish lore drop. And I hope that you have a wonderful, a gay morning, afternoon, and evening. Gay meaning happy, of course. Yeah, I've been Remblob, and I'll see you for the 50th episode special. Bye!